Trucking saved my life. Welcome to my channel.
Reminds me of a poodle dog. I don't know what she'd be like to get tangled up with.
But when I go into a place, I'm going in there for one reason and one reason only, and that's to pick up a chick. And I tell them that I'm driving a truck, I'm passing through, I'm here today, and I'm going tomorrow. And what happens in between happens in between. And I don't have time for beating around the bush. If I beat around the bush, that's all I'd ever do is beat around the bush.
I'd say your older, more mature truckers are the types that can have a beautiful relationship with their wife and still be a trucker. And then most of the problem is the young ones who, say, have only been married maybe just a very short time or even a long time, but yet they're young and they never did get their wild oats all sowed.
I really enjoy being around the truckers. They're easy people to work with, take care of, and wait on. They tease me unmercifully, but they just, they have to let off steam and they have to relax. I definitely believe that most of the people, especially the girls, think that a trucker is like a sailor. He has a girl in every town, and all he has to do is party and sightsee and just travel, and they think of it in a very romantic way. They just really build him up, and they don't realize that the trucker's a worker.
You have your different types of girls. You have the girls that come in here, and the only difference between them and a hooker is that they give it away. They don't charge for it. But then you have the girls that come in here just to enjoy themselves. And that is just to dance, to drink, to be with a fellow, but when it's all over with, they go home. A lot of the fellows, you'll find a lot of them losing their tempers about 2:30 when everything is over with, because they've been with this girl all night, they've bought her drinks, they've danced with her, they've talked with her, and he's got all this anticipation about going home with her. Then she goes home by herself. Then's when you find some fellows getting quite irate and a little bit unhappy. I'm no Virgin Mary when I come in here. I mean, that's for sure. I have met a couple fellows, yes, that I have really enjoyed being with. I mean, I'm still a woman, regardless of what's going on in my personal life. Most of them have not been a one-night stand. Say they've been in for a weekend or a week, and I kidnap them. I don't just take them home. I kidnap them for a week.
There are some hookers around, but usually they operate out on the lots. Like in a place like Fresno, California, there's a lot of working the truck stops. The girl is usually a quickie. They just want the money. They usually beat on the cabs when you're sleeping and wake you up and want to know if a date.
Now in that car or in that truck, making your way to your home, and nothing but troubles and problems and suffering and heartaches may be facing you. There is a God that sees you, sir, in that truck. Wherever you may be, God sees you.
The Lord richly bless you now and take good care of you as you hold that thing between the lines. You got the Snowbird here in a 10-wheeler bus going into Music City. We're an Evangel Temple choir singing these churches. Come on.
Yeah, Fort Wayne man. You got a Fort Wayne man here heading south.
Well, we got an accident up here. A man's beat up a little bit, and there's a couple of white rappers there with him, I think. But I don't think anybody's seriously hurt. Makes you happy that you're a child of God when you're driving these highways. Isn't that right, good buddy?
We'll agree on that.
of yours, you ever listen to Grand Ole Gospel Time, our program from the Grand Ole Opry? Come on.
Here's for you and me. We're with the King eternally. I'm waiting on Jesus to return. Hallelujah. I'm waiting on Jesus to return. Waiting on Jesus to return. I'm waiting on Jesus to return.
The skies are clear. Weather is cold, crisp. We should make good time. We ought to be in Las Vegas around sundown tonight.
He's gonna come in clouds of joy, bringing up every girl and boy. Those that believe on him will go. Will be left below. I'm waiting on Jesus to return. Hallelujah. I'm waiting on Jesus to return. Hallelujah.
Often the trucker feels himself as an outsider. Take a place like Las Vegas. People think, oh boy, there's a chance he goes there and raises hell and has a good time. The fact is, you get there at the wee hours of the morning, things have quieted down, you have a meal, you've got just a few minutes or half an hour to do it in, and you're on your way again.
Doug doesn't like Vegas at all. I think he wishes there was another way to get around it. Me, I like it. I like to ride through and see everything. When you're a truck driver, I think they want to get in and get out.
It's a funny thing when you look around at the bright lights of Las Vegas, where the money comes from. A lot of the truckers' pension funds are invested in these casinos. For example, the Dooms, Sands, Caesar's Palace, Circus are all owned or financed by Teamsters pension fund money. Many of the members are not aware of it, but here it is in gambling casinos. And it's not peanuts, it's big money, like $1.5 million, $2.3 million in one casino.
For sure, the casinos has got to be one of the best investments going nowadays.
What kind of people run both of them?
Well, that's true too. I don't care for the type of people behind the organization.
Some of them are good. And some
what you say?
The underworld characters that manage this has got full control of it, and they can rip it off, and they do rip it off. It's a known fact.
Well, who's investing it?
Well, it goes into
the union or the union members.
No, union members don't even get interested. That's the problem with it. They don't pay attention to where their money's going. They're not even looking after their own welfare.
I mean, the union members don't have a voice of opinion in this?
Well,
no vote?
It's kind of like a lot of other things in life. They just let George do it. They don't go to the meetings and voice their opinions. Just people like myself were very confused, frustrated. On the other hand, I have a good friend, Bill Sheffer, who's closer to Washington and able to find out what's happening and what's really going on.
I've been an owner-operator all my life. I've been a Teamster for most of those years, not because I want to be, but because I have to be. The Teamsters Union, like every other union, it was a very good thing for what it was originally intended for. But they've grown too powerful and too rich. They are controlling our destiny, and a union should be controlled by the men. I think a union is a fine thing, properly managed. It can benefit the members, it can benefit the carriers, it can benefit industry. But they've just abused it. They've gotten too big and too powerful. It's as simple as that. Well, as an alternative to the Teamsters Union, we've gotten ourselves together. We have formed the ITA, the Independent Truckers Association. We're nothing more than a group of concerned, independent truckers. We want to have a say, we want to be heard, and we feel that we can be heard best if we're one loud voice instead of a lot of little small voices.
I'm going to ask Bill to explain how easy that is. Bill?
It's not easy. The Teamsters Union will do nothing for a man like Carl Weber except take his $11 a month dues.
Now on this fourth day, it's a good feeling to be going down onto the Boulder Dam. You're getting closer to home and be home with a wife. It makes you feel more like a human being again.
One of the biggest problems of the trucker in America is all the states have different regulations. And when I get to the state of Arizona, whew, there's a ringer for you. You can't help but get that feeling when you cross that dam and that you're a stagecoach going down through the canyon and they're the outlaws. They come herding out on you, with their guns firing and everything. Pull over, we're going to rob you.
Hey, for the bigger rail, the Slidell Smoky. He's clear. KWQ 1082.
Out through there, you've got several Smokies that've got their own radios, and they like to pretend they're the other trucker and say, yeah, you've got it. Put the hammer down.
No, I'm not playing any tricks with you guys, buddy. Just trying to get somebody to talk to me. What's going on?
Cracker, how about that southbound bear? You got a copy on the turkey cat? Go ahead.
10-4, I'm just out here trying to slow him down a little bit. Y'all truck him right. No won't bother you.
10-4, guy. 10-4.
Well, I've always learned in the past that you don't take first advice. And this other one comes on and he says, hell, Smokey, what the hell are you telling that guy to put the hammer down for?
Pulling the red lights. I didn't think that cotton picker was going to stop. Step on out the car, driver. How about you, Big Gorilla? Is that you? 5'9", old Smokey Man's got that boy pulled over and he looks mad, mad, mad.
As I went by, I go, ha, 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 Smokey, you didn't get me. Yeah, I know he can hear me.
By the time they get to Phoenix, it will be nightfall. Carl will go home, and Bill down to the profile room. Doug and Donna, a long way from their home, will rest over. Tomorrow it will be El Paso or Tucson maybe, or even up to Oregon again.
Well, yes, I do look forward to his coming home, and then yet I know that everything isn't going to be peace and quiet when he gets home.
Well, when you get back and the phone calls start, the different agencies wanting to audit your books and try to make you a criminal. Banks, they seem to think that they're doing you a favor to loan you money. I don't know, shoot. I'm gonna give up, damn it. You look forward to getting back out on the road again.
Can't afford to do that either. I do worry about him out on the road because he's not getting any younger. But the future, I don't know. It doesn't look too good from where I'm sitting.
My intention is not to stay in trucking that long. By the time I'm 40, the truck better have got me what I want. And if it hasn't got what I want, I'll get out of it. Because I'm not going to waste 10 years of my life and be right where I was at when I started.
I believe that Doug's got it. If you can just hang in there long enough to get over the bad parts, long enough to get your truck paid for, then I think you're on your way. There's a good future in trucking.
When I sit down and take a good look at the future, myself, my problems as an independent trucker, and think about other types of business and how fast they're disappearing, the mom and pop restaurants, the small corner grocery stores, the garages that used to be up and down the road, and yet here we are celebrating our 200th year of independency. I think we're fast losing the ideals this country was founded upon.
Well, my plans for the future are to get rich, have a good time, fly in airplanes, sail around the world. I want a big house on the hill, too. But actually what I think I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to get some more trucks with my name on the door.